Right, a new documentary might be the last chance we get to learn about World War II from those who experienced it firsthand. Director David Fairhead took us behind the scenes of bomber pilot documentary Lancaster.
It was a machine devised to take the war back to the enemy, and it did it extremely well.
Our job was to be the heavy artillery, and we bombed very, very accurately, which Bomber Harris didn't think we could manage.
And unfortunately, the targets were factories producing war materials, and they tend to be in built-up areas where the workers are.
The alarm went, the sirens, and we went in the cellar, and we were scared to death, of course.
And so this is part of the tragedy of war, that hundreds of thousands of people were killed in an effort to bring the war to an end.
There were so many bombing at the same time, it became a bit chaotic. An aircraft above us dropped his bombs, so we got bombs all the way coming down, and one of the bombs hit us.
The crew was bound together, and they would basically not form friendships outside of that crew, because that was something they were advised not to do because the losses were so high.
The rear turret was chopped off with the rear gunner in it. We were very, very good friends. Yeah, it was a great chat with Carson.
We went into this knowing that there was going to be losses, and we just hoped it wasn't going to be us.
The bomber crews had to do a necessarily dirty job, and Churchill in particular could see that the war was coming to its end, and he started questioning bombing policy, even though he was the one who'd asked for it to be directed that way. And sure enough, the blame fell on the shoulders of the ordinary men who'd fought the war. The aeroplane is really the vehicle by which we tell the stories. We haven't tried to draw any historical conclusions from it, and that's up to the viewer to make up their mind about whether they think the sacrifice is worth it.
Yes, I got a tremendous buzz from getting off the ground even. Blows the mind.